Alright, hello, welcome to episode 11 of my playthrough of Vanilla Factorio. Last episode we ended up working on these green chip factory and making it onto the main bus here. So when we first built it, I think I had enough space for 16. I was too lazy to move the turret setup. And we discovered that, remember, it takes a full set of 20 to fill an entire red belt, right? Which is 30 a second or something like that. So all I did was I moved these turrets down and I made it so that it can fill up, or well, added the extra 4 assemblers that we needed, which is down here, I guess. And I've also gone ahead and just blueprinted in a second one here because we have 4 lines of it. So one line, obviously, like this bottom line is probably what we're going to be using like at the moment. But as we do go further into this playthrough, we'll probably want more green production, since essentially one of these is going to be eaten up by making red chips like very soon. And by very soon, I actually think we're going to do that this episode. But regardless, we need to work on doing a few things because, as you can see, our science has stopped moving. We did everything that we could with green and reds. So we have a couple options. We can go into doing blue science, or we can do military, but I'm not really going to bother with military. We've dealt with most of the biters we've needed to so far, so they're not going to be a huge hassle to us yet. So that leaves us with getting blue science out of the way. So let's figure out how the heck we can do that. So we're just going to go here, same thing as always. Going to click on the blue science production. All right. And let's say we want 1, right? 1 a second. Does that sound like a good time? I think that's what we did for these other ones, yeah. Just so that they're all balanced, right? Alright, cool. So, we want 1 a second, which means we need to provide sulfur, we need to provide advanced circuits, and we need to provide engine units, rather. These are ones we probably will do on site. Red circuits is probably something that we want to do off the main bus then, so we probably want to do some red chip production. So before we get into that, we'll add a new line. And we want to make red chips. So where are they? They will be in one of these menus where I am blind. There they are. We want to get rid of that. Alright, cool. These are the things we need to provide. We need to provide green chips, which we have off the belt. Let's say we want 1 red belt's worth of these. That's a lot. That's 240 of these. Alright, let's say we want a yellow belt's worth. No, that's still going to be 120. That's a lot, man. We don't have that many factories. We also need to do like a ton of plastic and stuff like that as well. And that's an entire red belt's worth of green chips. So that's not going to work. Just to do a yellow belt. Let's like limit this. We can do this now. Let's say for now, we'll expand it eventually, I guess. But right now I want like 10 assemblers making it. Which means we need to provide copper cable we can do on site, and we need to do plastic as well. We need to give it plastic somehow. So we want, whoops, 10, enter, there we go. So we need 2 things that are making us copper wire and 2 chemical plants making plastic. Plastic is something we can probably fit up here on the bus. It's probably not a horrible idea to do that. So let's make a space for it. Let's say we're going to have red chips going on these 2 next to steel, so we have a space of 2. Actually no, on this one we're going to go a space of 4, so we're going to go 1 2 3 4, and then that one there, and then we'll have 1 belt line worth of plastic. So that means we have to get into some oil refining today, which is going to be interesting. Because I really haven't thought that much about it and how I want to get it done, but I did do some crafting off camera. I made pump jacks and things like that, so we can probably just get into that straight away. And I think we've got a couple decent oil fields down here. This one's probably the better one, but it's pretty close to a lot of spitters and biters and things like that, so it's probably going to get attacked quite a lot. Do I want to do that one? Let's do this one because it's more easily defendable. And then if we need to expand, we can go to that one, which is what, 2400% yield. Yeah, let's do this one. Let's go straight down to this one, I guess. But yeah, I think that's it. I didn't really do a whole lot between episodes besides like just doing that and dealing with some biters that spawned in over here. It wasn't anything too crazy. Oh, we're out of ammo here, really? Well, good thing I got some on me. Yeah, right. Well then, I've got, what's this? I think it's 11 pump jacks. I think that's enough. We'll see once we get down here though. It's a fair way to go. I probably should have made another car. My car blew up in the last attack of the, what's it called? Of the base, I guess, and just clearing out biters and things. Wasn't a fun time. I died like several times as well. Can I look at my death counter? Yeah, you can see I've had 11 total deaths, man. These worms are like being a real hassle to me. Okay. So pump jacks. They are here. Trying to think which way I want to feed my oil. I think it's going to be different for these anyway. So let's go one that way, there. These can all face sideways. Like this, I guess. Bang, there. You guys can face that way, and then these ones can face upwards. Alright, we need to wrap power down here as well. We've got pipes and stuff though. I do have underground pipes. Do I have regular pipes? I thought for sure I made regular pipes as well. Must not have. Alright, so let's just go, we're going to go like this. Bang, bang. Just add stuff to each of these. Cool, and then we'll probably want to set down a couple of these tanks. Not that it really matters, but just so that we have like constantly oil coming in. There, and there. And then let's connect up, I guess, these two together, so you can come out. There we go. I really need to set this stuff up on the hotbar. Stone can probably go. Let's go from you to there. And I need the straight ones as well, apparently. Straight pipes, there we go. Bang. And then this one can probably go into that same line. Bang, there. And then that can turn into that. These ones can all go together. There, we've hooked that up. Bang. And then I guess this one here can feed into this first one. I guess they're all going to really like connect to each other at the end of the day anyway, so it doesn't really matter too much how we do this. Bang, and then that one can come down to there. Nice, that works beautifully. And then this one, what I'll do is this one can feed down to there with a pipe there. And then we'll say like along this line, these ones can all connect to it. I think that is the right distance for all of these. And then we'll just use undergrounds for this stuff as well. Bonk, 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 bonk. Oh, I have to connect this one up as well. Yikes. Okay. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. I guess it's relatively even. I'd like accidentally made it so that all of these hook up nicely. And then this one, how do I want to do this? Because I need it to connect into this line. Let's just do it so that it comes out there. And then we have another pipe there and there. Whoa, it's really ugly, but it'll get the job done. So those two need to connect. Nice. So that's the bottom one connected. It's these ones connected there. And then I need to go from this pipe there. Cool. That all works. Let's make... Oh, I've only got 4 of these. Yikes. We need to hook up all of these guys to power. Bang, bang. there, and then this one can probably go there in the middle. These are all going to be powered. What I'll probably do is use some walls as well here and like give it some decent space so that spitters aren't going to like just destroy this stuff. Now at the moment we'll just use walls. I'm not going to worry about setting up turrets or anything just yet, since I don't really have any on me, and we're going to need a fair few for this. And the beauty of this is actually as well, is I can wall off this entire thing. Seeing as we can use undergrounds to traverse this, and it's just going to be an issue of us getting out of it, which we can do by using a deconstruction and then hitting Control Z. Gates are another thing we could use, but that's kind of lame. Alright, we need to route power over here now, so we need to get that all the way up to the base. I'll go here. This should just be pretty much a straight line, because we should be able to connect it to our miners. I just don't have enough of these, I don't think. Yeah, no, not nearly enough. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to run back to the base and I'm going to make a car. And then we'll come back once this is all powered up, I think. Alright, power should now be hooked up. Let's go have a look down here, make sure everything is pumping. Make sure I didn't break anything, because that is a good odd chance that I did do that. Nope, everything seems to look good. Our warehouses, our storage tanks rather, are filling up of oil very slowly. Nice. Now there's a question of, where the heck do I want to do this processing? Because we're going to need like a fair enough space. I probably just want to go over here, just south of like where we are actually. Where our normal setup is. And we'll just set up just like basic oil refining, I think, for now. We've got water here as well, which will be good for once we get advanced oil processing, because then we can do cracking and stuff like that as well. And I've made up oil refineries as well, so they can live down here. So I think it's input on this backside and then output there, nice. And then with these ones, I think we can just go straight up against each other. Does 5 sound like a good number? I don't actually know like what ratios and stuff are like for this. I should probably look that up. But regardless, I think 5 will be enough for now, right? Because this is only going to give us petroleum, right, on all of these. And then from petroleum, we need to do some chemical plant stuff to make plastic, right? Is that how it is? Yeah, we need chemical plants to do that. So if that's the case, if we're going to fit plastic on the belt, let's get rid of that block. And then we're going to go here and go add a recipe. And then we want plastic. And do I want one line? I probably only want one line of this. So let's go there, rather that. We want to do an output of a red belt. That requires 15 of these things apparently to fill an entire red belt. So let's do 5 to start with. I think that's more than enough. And we can do that with chemical plants just up over this way. Do I have them? I think I crafted them up as well. I knew that, yeah, I've got 5 exactly. So I don't have enough for sulfur at the moment, but that's fine. And these, I guess they can fit here. 5. And these guys are going to be making plastic. So what do you need? You just need petroleum in. Alright, this will work beautifully then, and then you're going to need to, I guess, output. Bonk, 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 bonk. There. Out onto a belt. Since this is only a single belt, we need to do some belt balancing. Which I always forget how to do. It goes like this, right? You go right, straight, whoops, straight, that way, and then you turn into that one, and then this one turns into that one. And that'll be a full belt's worth, hopefully. There, we can hook up power to this while we're here as well. Not really. Alright, cool. That's that. Now we're just going to get petroleum to that, which is going to be nice and easy. So what I'm going to do is actually I'm going to prep all of this for everything, all the other outputs that we are eventually going to get out of this. 3. Ah, they do need a space between them. Okay. Well, good thing I figured that out now and not when I had fluid actually running between this stuff. We need to leave a space between our refineries so that pipes don't become issues. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Whoops. 7, 8. Let's just make a ton of these. Let's just place a bunch of them. It's not going to hurt, I don't think. And get rid of some of this stuff that's going to be in the way. Or we want you making that, because that's the only thing you can do until we get this research done, and we can't get the research until we use this stuff. Nice, okay. So we want... Oh, actually, also the other thing that I did between episodes, now that I remember, because I'm going to need these now, is I did set up pipes to do some auto crafting, right? So that I'm not constantly having to handcraft them, since we do end up using a lot of them. And I've got it up over here, just kind of out of the way. Real easy, it only needs iron, right? So you need iron coming in on both of these. And then I've got 2 chests. Donk. That's probably way too many straight pipes, but so be it. I'm actually probably going to change that now just to 2 stacks. It's probably more than enough, and like 3 stacks of undergrounds, because you use more undergrounds than you do the other ones usually. Alright, let's head back down over here. Let's use the path since it's much faster. Alright. But I'm actually not going to do that yet. We'll get around to that. Advanced oil processing is going to be pretty soon anyway. So let's get some of this stuff up for the time being. I'm just going to connect all of these together with underground pipes. Just very easily. Bonk. There. And that. Then this stuff, I guess we can pull it out the side. How many of these do I have? I don't even know. 11 of them. That's a weird number. Let's make one more. I don't have the steel. Let's not make one more. Otherwise I probably would have. And then all of this stuff, I'm going to probably just pull it out this way. To begin with, at least. Let's go. Let's see what the spacing needs to be for this. I'm going to have 1, 2, and then 1, 2, 3. So then the first one of these things can be there. And then we can go underground to there. And then this one can move down 1. To there. And then we go straight pipe bonk. That's going to store up like a backup, I guess, of petroleum. And then this stuff can just be undergrounded all the way up. Oops. Alright, that doesn't want to behave for some reason. Bang to there. And then we just go straight pipes all the way into the back of these. Dunk. There, nice. And now I guess all we got to do is get oil into all of these. So these are going to be set up the exact same way as the front of them will be. Just with the pipe here. Keep in mind there's 2 inputs on this. On the back of here, one of them's for oil, the other one's for water, which is why we're setting up over here next to these little things. Since we need to use water for advanced oil processing. It just makes our lives a bit easier. It does, like, it makes it easier and then also kind of painful for the same fact of, like, we've got to get all the oil from where our pump jacks are all the way up here. Trains probably wouldn't be a horrible idea in using fluid wagons and things like that, but I think that's also just, like, painful. So let's set this up. Now, do I have actually access to pumps? I'm gonna make 3 of these as well. Oops. And pipes don't behave as well as you would hope sometimes, but I'm just gonna bring this straight down and then across over to the oil field. And then actually from here is probably where I want to turn, roughly. If not, it'll be pretty close. Oh, I hope I have enough undergrounds. I have 4 left. I'm not going to have enough undergrounds. I guess we can make some though. Alright. Then from here, I'm going to underground it out. Just past the wall. And then I'm going to go from that to a pump. Oop. And then from that, we're going to go out again. To there. Bang. And then all of these will just connect them to each other anyway. And then we go pipe, pipe, pipe. Nothing's going to happen here since obviously our pumps don't have power, so we need to connect that up as well. Cool, and now they'll pull oil out of the fluid tanks, which are nearly full already. Wow, that's actually quite impressive. Either way, they'll be pulling out oil for us, and then I'm just going to use our walls to wall off this area as well, since the pumps are going to be kind of vital here. And that's good enough. There, Control Z. And our oil we need to bring all the way out. I need to follow this back out because on that corner I forgot to place down a straight pipe. But I won't let you guys see that. Just over here. Bang, I need to put a straight pipe, but we'll come back once we're back at the base. Alright, and we're back. Oh yeah, something else I forgot here apparently. We need to add power to all these things. So that they can actually do their job, hey? Let's go, that can be the first one, and then the rest of them can just go in between the machines. And you know they're working because there's flames, and obviously you can hear it. Nice. This thing here is going to be holding petroleum. I don't need to have a pump on this, since there's going to be inflow from these machines. So this is going to go all the way up. Into the plastic. And now these guys also need a feed of coal as well, and I'm probably just going to do that off the back of it here, which will be there. I'm going to leave a space and then just use the long-handed inserters, I think. I think that should be more than fast enough. Did I look at the speed? Just for one of these, I want to see how much coal do you need per second, essentially. Is 1 coal every second. Yeah, okay. So these are going to be more than fast enough, but they're actually... I messed up the placement, apparently, of the belt. We need to move that belt 1 back. Go there. Nice. Now we're creating plastic. So let's add this onto the main bus. So I'm just going to run it straight up from here. Do I have enough undergrounds? Probably not. I never have enough undergrounds apparently. It's 2, 3, 4, and there's like a few spaces in there, and then the plastic has to go that way, I think. But what I'll do for that is I'll actually run it back the opposite direction. So just so that I have it straight on the line. We might have to make some landfill here. This might be a problem if the spacing is too far. It's either that or we got really lucky. Oh, what am I doing? Press R. There we go. Nah, we got lucky. Nice. I don't need to make landfill yet. And I was bad over here. I was wrong by one tile. Ah, well. Bonk. Nice. And then we just connect this up. Now we're making plastic. Beautiful. So we can tick that off. We don't need plastic anymore. Green circuits that. Now we should be able to make red circuits pretty comfortably. How are we looking for time? That is probably actually where we're going to have to leave it for this one, unfortunately. But next episode we'll come back and we'll get working on red chips and then working on blue science as fast as we can, because this whole not having, you know, science and research happening at as we're playing is not a great time. But regardless, we'll leave it there for this one. If anyone is still watching, thank you for watching. Make sure you like the video if you liked it, subscribe if you haven't already, and we'll see you all on the next one. Peace.